Hi, my name is Fernanda Gomez. I've been a part of the mentoring program since I was 11 years old, and I'm 22 years old now in the military, in the Air Force specifically. When I first started mentoring, I was a very confused little girl. And I was also very angry. I was extremely aggressive and probably the most hard-headed little girl you will ever meet in your life. Ask Hooli. Or Lori. Lori is my mentor of 11 years. I recall just being confused. I recall being confused about everything. And just being angry because I was so confused and I had nobody to really explain it to me. I was bullied a lot growing up. I had a very rough childhood. Not a lot of people knew about it though. I kind of kept it to myself. But in the area in which I grew up in, my parents had absolutely no idea what kind of area it was. However, I grew up in just ridiculous area called South Central Los Angeles. And in this area at the time, and still even now, but at the time it was worse, or at least that's how I remember it. That was a very distinct rivalry. It's just a very, very bad rivalry between Mexicans and African Americans. And as you can see, I am not fair-skinned, to say the least. Therefore, I kind of fell somewhere in between. So I was really, really, really bothered and disliked by both parties. There wasn't really many people that I could talk to back home. My brothers, my siblings, I have no cousins here, but my siblings are fair-skinned, and they had absolutely no idea if I even tried to talk to them about it, they wouldn't understand. My parents didn't speak English, nor did they even have any idea of where exactly we were located. And it was really hard for me to find friends. It was really hard for me to have to fight my own battles physically, emotionally, and mentally. And as I said, I didn't have friends, honestly, until I got to a place called home, until I got into the mentoring program. The area in which I live in is full of low-income families, some documented and some not. There's a lot of gang violence. It's extremely dangerous. You have to really be aware of the time of the day in which you decide to leave your home. And also, you have to really be aware of the colors that you wear on specific times of the day, or even some colors just at all in that area. If you don't have a car, good luck to you. A lot of people got robbed, a lot of people got mugged, a lot of people got jumped and hurt and killed. So it was just a lot, I suppose, for me to take in at such a young age and have to deal with all of my own. Because also my family had an extremely different mindset than we do here, because they were fairly new to this country. When I got to a place called home, I started making a lot of friends who didn't judge me for my skin color or the fact that I had really ugly bangs that my mother decided were cute in that day, or the fact that she bought $1 shirts and dressed me and all of my siblings exactly alike that day, as if we were twins, and it was already bad enough that I was my sister's dark twin. But when I first started the program, I had a mentor who unfortunately was unable to start the mentoring program because she had a life emergency happen to her. It was very tragic, and she had to leave, leaving me to be the only kid without a mentor. And of course, as angry as I was back then, I got angrier, as if that were even possible. And I wanted to leave and never come back. And I wanted to never talk to anybody again. I didn't care, and I was very upset. And as we all know, Juliana is extremely convincing, and she decided that I was going to stay, no matter what I said. So Juliana always reminded me of my mother. She's very caring, and she's very sweet, and all she wants is the good of the others, whether they like it or not. And here I am in the military, and I appreciate everything she's ever done for me because she made me stay, and within a week, fate gave me another mentor. And my mentor has been my mentor and my best friend now for 11 years. And she's taught me so much just about this life, period. And I saw a completely different world with her that I would have never seen if it weren't for her. And it wouldn't have been for Juliana or for Julie Pilot, another really good friend of mine that I consider a second mentor. If it weren't for them, I would never have met her, and I would never have experienced this life. I would never be where I am today, and I would never be learning Persian, which I think is extremely amazing. I'm actually doing well, thank God. But I finally understood what I was going through and why. I finally understood that I was in the middle of such different mindsets, and I finally understood that I had to get out of it, and I did. And it was all thanks to Huli, and to Julie, and to Lori, and to the mentoring program. And I thank you with all my heart.